Welcome back to my endless quest to beating every hard level in Geometry Dash. In the previous episode, my journey began at last. I started playing hard levels and quickly enough realized how much of a struggle this quest will actually turn out to be in the long run. The order I will be beating them in is from the oldest to newest hard levels by release date, meaning we start in the 1.0 update and end in the 2.1 update. The contemporary update I was on was 1.0, meaning that the levels looked very plain, empty, basic, and most importantly, had no custom songs, so I could only listen to the 10 default ones that they used, which was very fun. I ended up beating 25 hard levels, which brought me to having 279 of them completed collectively. The journey is 3.2% finished. Alright, as for this episode, where do I begin? As soon as I finished my 25th hard level from the past episode, I was done for the day and went to bed. And I quite possibly even dreamed about hard levels. Anyway, the following morning I woke up, booted my computer, searched for hard levels, and scrolled all the way to the third to last page only to notice something. Back then, everyone, and I mean everyone, was making their own versions of main levels. All that I could find for pages upon pages upon pages were different versions of the main Geometry Dash levels. Oh, so RobTop made Stereo Madness, how about we make 653 of our own slightly worse Stereo Madnesses? I hope you like Polargeist, because I'm about to bury your mouth deep in Polargeist. And the worst of all was Dry Out. Don't get me wrong, Dry Out is a good song, but not when you hear it for the 93rd time in 2 hours! Yeah, I really didn't have a nice experience with early updates. 1.0, 1.1, 1.2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 were all the same. RobTop remakes everywhere. And whatever wasn't a RobTop level was a Flappy Bird level, but you get the point. To put it short, early hard levels were not the shiniest thread on the carpet, I just made up that sentence. There were a few good things about them though, which is, for example, the fact that I could easily sight read them. A lot of them I actually ended up finishing in one attempt, but the ones that I didn't, well, let this asymmetrical duel at the end of a hard level demonstrate it. Oh wow. Okay, this is cool. I have to practice it though. Here we go. No! No. And it's not very fun. Okay, can I not die the duel, please? Are you serious? I practiced this more than I care to admit, but it's done! Oh my god, never again. There's nothing more to say about those old levels. Literally, half RobTop remakes, half Flappy Bird. The 1.8 update was where the fun really begun though. Unfortunately though, a lot of footage of me playing those levels was lost, including the time when I decided to stream hard levels on Twitch. Because I'm not yet affiliated, the stream VOD was deleted 1 day before I tried to download it. 1 day! But not everything was lost. There were still a few clips of me and my friends fooling around in that stream, which I'm going to play next, because they are literally the only kind of video evidence that was saved before we reached the 1.9 update.
I don't know how to do a thumbnail for this. It's called How I Got Farming 50 Without Farming.
How did you? Minions?
Yeah, but like, how do I make a thumbnail for it? Because I want it to be like, oh my god, I didn't do any farming and I still have the skill.
Maybe make a make a Megamind face and say no host. Oh my god! Like, if this is an updated level and still bad, then I'm gonna laugh at it. I feel like literally nothing in this level was changed with the update other than the text at the beginning. So you had an entire update to like redecorate it, but you still left it unchanged. Okay, we're on a good pace. And that's it. That's all the footage we got. But on the bright side of things, we were now in the 1.9 update at last. Now we got colors, we got 3D, we got fun levels, and most importantly of all, we got custom songs. No more Polargeist, or Dry Out, or Can't Let Go. I was free from the eternal grip of main songs. I was a liberated man, and at the long last, after being 500 hard levels deep into my quest, I finally started enjoying them. Well, for the most part, because there were some of them for which I was wondering how in hell they got rated. I'm sorry, but RobTop, please get some standards. And this is the type of levels that got rated back in the day. No, you're missing nothing. It's literally just a bunch of blocks and triple spikes. Honestly, how did these levels get rated? It feels like RobTop was one day blackmailed by a group called Tarzan Skaters that said, hey f***head, if you don't lower your standards to be lower than an average IQ, we're gonna storm your Swedish nest and chop both your arms off, you f***er. Oh hey, Who could have predicted this? If you want to know my honest, rudimentary opinion of the creator standards back then, hear me out. The only good level is a level that you can one attempt, and even that's not always true. All that I've been seeing for the past minute and a half is just a bunch of red flashing, and these people that are supposed to be hanging and they're not even hung properly because they're literally hanging on nothing. If you want to go out with a bang, at least do it right. And then, besides that, there were levels that simply were not created under my lucky star. I just accidentally pressed the restart button. I am very smart. I don't think the castle is supposed to kill you in Mario. As much as I recall, it's an objective where you have to go, and that's usually not where you meet your death. I mean, whatever floats this guy's boat. I'm not the one making rules here. Also, this level's called Super Mario Bros. X, which, depending on which letter you emphasize, can sound very suspicious. After a good chunk of time and 600 hard levels in, I stumbled upon a level I'm sure I'll never forget. Snow by DHK, a demon among hard levels. Hear me out, this level is a monster. First, I had to memorize an entire cube maze that uses fake blocks, orbs, pads, and switches between big and small mode. Then, I had to pilot my way through candy canes of destruction, and as if that wasn't enough, I had to dodge Santa's freaking shoes! Only the very beginning and the end of this level were actually hard difficulty. I mean, come on, how was this rated hard? Please explain that. 195 attempts. This is a new record. Usually you would associate new records with something good, but I took 195 attempts on a hard level. Hard levels are, as I figured out, a pretty interesting concept, since there are so many of them that if you try to complete them all, you will find everything. Even a level that's good, but then there's 5 minutes of nothing at the end of it. Yes. This literally goes on for 5 entire minutes. And hours later, whether I believed it or not, I was actually nearing my first achievement. 700 levels in, I would soon only have 8,000 hard levels left to go. But I'll be honest, it started to get to me a little bit. I just thought of an idea for the state that I'm in after playing 700 hard levels. I'm gonna call it Beautiful Madness. And no, it has nothing to do with the level title, what are you talking about? But alas, 754 levels in, I was there. Just like a popular saying here in Slovenia goes, whoever waits, awaits. And that does it. Now I've officially completed 754 rated hard levels, which means that I have exactly 8,000 levels left to complete. I know it says 8,002 because I just checked and there was 2 more, but now they're gone. Maybe I'm not quite there yet, but I have made a dent. 754 hard levels is not nothing, and I cannot wait to continue this quest. I know I said I was gonna stream it on Twitch, but I'm gonna switch over to YouTube, so if you want to see it live, make sure to click on the bell to be notified about every stream that's coming up. Thank you everybody so much for watching. I'll see you in the next episode, and goodbye.